2 weeks after 4 LA police officers viciously beat Rodney King in front of America for 15 minutes, 15-year-old Latasha Harlins, a black girl from South Central Los Angeles, entered Empire Liquor Market in Delhi to buy some orange juice, but she would never leave that store. She grabbed a bottle of orange juice priced at $1.75, put it in her backpack while approaching the store counter to pay for it. Korean store owner Soon Ya-do immediately accused Harlins of stealing, even though she had $2 in her hand. Sources say that the store footage shows Do reaching over the counter to grab Harlins, but the 15-year-old knocks her down twice. To defuse the situation, Latasha hands the orange juice to Soon. Soon snatched it and Harlins turned to leave. Soon reached under the counter for a revolver and shot the teenager in the back of the head, killing her instantly. During that decade, there was heavy friction between the Black and Korean community in LA. Racial tensions were high, especially between Korean store owners and their Black patrons, writes Hannah McKinnick from allthingsinteresting.com. Black customers were continuously frustrated by what they saw as rudeness and price gouging on the part of Korean store clerks. These two events were the catalyst for the LA unrest 1 year later in 1992. Britannica says that more than 50 people were killed, more than 2,300 injured, and thousands were arrested. About 1,100 buildings were damaged, and total property damage was about $1 billion, which made the riots one of the most devastating civil disruptions in American history. I have a theory. Walk with me here. 6 hood movies made in the early 90s, Boys in the Hood, South Central, Menace II Society, Higher Learning, and Juice, would later inspire the cult classic created by the Wayans brothers, Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Primarily, Don't Be a Menace pulls from Boys in the Hood and of course, Menace to Society the most. Did the Wayans brothers use this title, particularly the while drinking your juice in the hood part, to refer back to the tragic death of Latasha Harlins, or was it just a coincidence? Staying on the topic of callbacks, I genuinely believe that the opening scene of Menace to Society is an indirect revenge tale for Latasha. Hear me out. Both Latasha and Old Dog are verbally disrespected by the store owners. After being called a and grabbed, Latasha punches Dude twice. Old Dog just flat out kills the male store owner. Now, think about what was left in the store in the real account of Latasha's murder and taken from the store in Old Dog's situation. Latasha left orange juice on the counter as if to say, fighting with you over something that is less than $2 is beneath me. I'm leaving. Also, the store tape which shows the true account of what happened between Harlins and the store clerk would tragically never be seen by the 15-year-old. Only the courtroom, the LAPD, and eventually, the world. Conversely, Old Dog takes the store tape as a trophy and only his friends see it. Lastly, before leaving the store, he takes the beer from the counter, keeping in mind that Latasha had the orange juice snatched from her over the counter. Did the Hughes brothers intend to use this scene as a symbolic revenge for Latasha, or was it simply art imitating an extreme case of life? The Wayans would then spoof this convenience store scene. Did the Wayans and the Hughes brothers both have Latasha in mind while creating these films, or were they simply reporting on what it meant to them to be Black in Los Angeles in the 90s? If you would like to hear about how wonderfully Latasha Harlins lived through the eyes of her best friend, watch A Love Song for Latasha on Netflix.